Hi, everybody. Welcome to Pace Studio on the Road. We're live at Jaan's house in Nashville right now with Matthew Fowler. Fowler, thank you for joining us, man.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, and Addie, thank you. And Tana, thank you. Congratulations, Addie, on your recent marriage.
Thank
Good for you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Jacob is the man.
Man, you guys sound great. We're about to hear 4 songs from The Grief We Gave Our Mother. Very good job titling that record. I like it a lot. Just came out September 10th. Congratulations to you on that. What do you feel like playing first today?
We're going to play a song called I'm Still Trying first. And there's a line actually in I'm Still Trying where the album title gets its title from. So it feels like a fitting song to start on. All right. Thanks again for having us, guys. Really appreciate it. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So the song's called I'm Still Trying. Here we go. This is a song about still trying.
My mind, it sings of the memories, how they tug and cling. I lay listening. I could touch my past, feel the heavy air, hear the branches scratch. I lay looking back. I remember when I used to drive right over. I remember used to pull me closer. I was traded for a cigarette in a bed you shared with an older friend. I remember all the years I yearned for closure. I'm still trying. I wish I knew why I barely call, why I'm short with you. I shut my eyes and kid you grew. So I've learned with time all the bonds you build either live or die. And I've come to carve away my pride. 'Cause I remember when you used to call me brother. I remember used to climb on my shoulders. We would lay out in the sun to dry, have a heart to heart from time to time. I remember all the grief gave our mother. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Man, I like that song a lot. I forget what the lyric was the first time you did it, but the chord change on "we have a heart to heart from time to time."
Yeah.
I did not see that coming the first time around, and then I was hoping that it happened again, and it did. And I still have goosebumps from it.
Oh
so.
man, that's really fun.
Yeah,
I love especially musically. I think I've been trying to like write a little less obviously, if possible. I mean, playing acoustic guitar, so anyone who plays acoustic guitar is like, I see what you did there, But it's been a lot of fun. This album in particular, I'm very proud of because I took a lot of like time to write it and really like craft it, and I'm just proud of it.
Yeah, as you should be, man. Can you tell us a little bit about, I know something about your origin story just from having chatted. It's not dissimilar from Juan's origin story, from having said, dude, I'm doing this job. It's secure, but I don't like it at all. I want to do music. Can you talk a little bit about your journey to this porch?
Yeah, sure. I started playing in the corner. My parents are from they're restaurateurs. My dad is a chef, and my mom kind of helped him in all the businesses that they do together. They're very entrepreneurial. And when I was a kid, they had a restaurant called Journey's Restaurant in Florida, in Longwood, Florida, which is like right outside of Orlando. And I used to just play in the corners on a Tuesday night when I was like 14. And by the time I was 15, my mom was driving me to all the bars around. And after high school, this is like all I wanted to do. So I just put a bunch of my stuff in a car and drove around and played shows. And I'm 27 now, so I've been doing various versions of that kind of my whole life, and it's music for me has always just been the greatest thing that I've wanted to do. I'm sure everyone who's on this porch has felt that way, and I know you guys do too. And I don't know, man, it's just like playing here and doing this and getting back into touring, and after so long of not having it in my life, it's doubled down my need for it, if that makes sense. But I'm like nervous and rambling, so I hope any of that made any sense.
Yeah, it does make perfect sense, man. I feel the exact same way. We used to have a studio in New York. Now we don't have a studio in New York, so we pop up in wherever we're welcome. Sometimes it's Utah, sometimes it's Napa Valley, sometimes it's on Jaan's porch, and it's delightful. We get to meet a lot of people and be on tour. It's very, very appealing, and I love it. I'm having a great time right now. So thank you for making that happen and joining us here on the porch. And there's a lot more to be shared from The Grief We Gave Our Mother. What are you guys doing second today?
We're going to do a song called Everything That I Could. And are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for us? All right. This song's called Everything That I Could. I wrote the song in a basement in Pittsburgh one time. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Lovely lady, come on and save me. Can't you see I need some relief? Take me slowly away from the main streets. There's nobody that I wanna meet. I'm so tired, but I don't know why. I've done nothing, but I swear I've tried. I'm still hoping someday I might. tell me plainly, is this the best that I'm gonna be? Don't fight, sit tight, 'cause sometimes the starlight, oh, it shines upon what you need to see. I feel older than I rightly should. Tried for greatness, then I tried for good. I did everything that I could. Heavy, man, it weighed me down. So I went inside myself and I looked around. And I'll play you the songs that I found. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Oh, good.
Man, that sounds great. Thanks. You. Yeah. We so I want to know a little more about what the relationship between you and Shane looks like, and what it looks like when you sit down together in Wisconsin and create in a room together.
Well, I mean, we did this record in sort of two parts, actually. So Tana and Addie and I, we recorded pretty much every song on this record kind of as we are now, sitting down in a room together. We were standing, I guess, in Orlando, and just played the songs live. You know, there's 13 songs on the album, so we did we booked 2 days in a studio with our friend David Schweizer, who's an awesome audio engineer out there, and our friend Doug Matthews, who played some upright bass on the record, and he was kind of in his own room, sort of watching and listening and playing, and so that was the only kind of separate recording, but the rest of it was recorded together, just again, as we are now. And that was going to be the record. You know, we were just going to, because we had been touring like this and playing like this, and we just were like, I was kind of at the point where I didn't know how to do it, you know, I didn't know how to record well and all that sort of stuff, so I was like, you know, fuck it, we're just going to, I don't know if I can say that, but...
Yeah, dude, you can say any word you want.
Oh, perfect.
We can't see full frontal, but you can say any word that you want.
Gotcha. So I was like, fuck it, you know, we're going to just record it what we've been doing and call it a day. And my manager Steve actually took those recordings and sent them to Shane and this other guy Brian, who mixed the record, and they just were like really into what they heard. And so we, instead of like re-recording everything, because there's a lot of like, you know, logistics that go in, like, you know, with us and the band stuff and other people, it ended up being like a harder project to sort of like fly everyone in for like a week together and do the thing. So I ended up taking what we did together, flew to Wisconsin and hung out with Shane for like a week and a bit. We had a couple other musicians in the Eau Claire area come and join us, and we tracked on top of those live together. It was actually really cool. Shane's a great drummer, and so we would do like drums, bass, keys. Instead of separate tracking them, we tracked them at the same time together over the other like live performance. So it was essentially like kind of two live performances on top of each other. And Shane is such a masterful drummer that, you know, we didn't do anything to a click. We just played like this, and we were able to kind of like get into the feel of it. And that's how we added a lot of production to the record, which was really cool. And Shane and I had never met in person before. I flew up there, we talked a whole bunch, and, you know, had brainstorming ideas on what we wanted to do, and kind of all of that flew out the window, and we just sat down together and we're like, okay, let's have this happen here, and let's bring this guy in, and let's do this thing. And it felt really natural. It was kind of my first time like in the studio with the dudes, hanging out and making music, you know, because a lot of this has been a lot of like solo exploration, and I get to wrangle Tana and Addie when I can, but you know, we've all have our own lives going on, so it was really cool to take that time and feel like a really like an actual dude, and like go out there and record and do the thing, and like leave being like, yeah, we made a freaking record, you know, it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And that's how we did it. So it was really 2 separate live sessions essentially that became the album.
Well,
and,
you seem like an actual dude to me, man. This is, I think we're all actual dudes
thanks,
out here
man.
today, and I'm very glad that I asked that question. I did not know that. I did my research, but I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, and Shane is great. I mean, he was so, you know, not to be like corny, but instrumental in allowing me to kind of like get outside of my own box a little bit, because the record is a little more full than we have. There's like drums and all sorts of stuff going on, and it was the first time like going there I realized like, oh shit, I can make whatever I want here. I don't have to do like a folksy thing. I don't have to be like limited in that way. So we decided to kind of go bigger and bolder rather than have it be this like super quiet thing. And there's still moments of that, but the variation from song to song is what I'm most proud of. You know, we were able to really like make a full arc in the record rather than it being like the same song 13 times, production-wise, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so, it does.
Anyway.
Well, that's amazing, man. I've done this 2,300 times and had many of those 2,300 times we talk production, and I've never once heard of a record being made that way. That's crazy.
That's
man.
Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta send this to Shane. He'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah. Maybe he's watching now. Hi, Shane, if you are. Man, there's we're only halfway through. There's still 2 more to be shared from the grief we gave our mother. What do you feel like doing third today?
We're gonna do the last song on the record next. It's called Beginners. And Tana's going to play clarinet on this song. And this song is special to me for a lot of reasons. At the end, we do kind of like an ode to an old French song that I'm sure you'll recognize. But my mom is actually from a country called Mauritius, which is an island off the east, you know, off of Madagascar. And she's a French speaker. That's her native language. And when I was a kid, she used to sing to me in French, and this song in particular. And I find it really fitting that, and I got my mom to sing on the record, which was like a huge thing for me. It felt really natural. Her name's Geraldine, and so like Geraldine Fowler's on the you know, the liner notes, and my mom and dad went out to celebrate and got drunk and sent me pictures and stuff while they were out, and it just was really cool to be the catalyst for that. And yeah, it just makes me smile that the grief we gave our mother ends with my mom singing this very famous lullaby to me. And anyway, so we're gonna play it for you. So this song is called Beginners, and here we go. You ready? Okay. I talk too much. You should see us play a show, man. It gets bad. All right, here we go. All right.
When you are young and love's a dream, floating through a forest tenderly, and there are branches along the way that sometimes make us go astray. But you know that it's the truth when I say that I love you. I could never tell a lie. We are beginners, you and I. Oh, you came inside and you slammed the door. You stole my food just for the taste. And that time you said it wasn't worth it to you. I stayed with arms around your waist. Though I'm scared we're way too young, we could never say we are done. 'Cause tears of love and pain will cry. We are beginners, you and I. You and I. You and I. You and I.
Good job.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Tana for that beautiful clarinet
Well
solo.
done, Tana.
Solos.
Thank you.
You've had good fortune, and I mean deserved good fortune in terms of some of the artists that you've been able to support out on the road. And playing with Angel Olsen must have been delightful. And there's a lot of artists who must have been a total delight to play with. Can you talk about any? I'm not asking you to choose favorites necessarily, but any story that resonates with you of a particularly special tour evening alongside any one of those artists?
Yeah, I had the pleasure to open for Richard Thompson one time, and that was just an incredible show. It was in Orlando at the Plaza Theater, and it was just a one-off show opening for him because I was from Orlando and he needed local support, and I was like, dude, Richard freaking Thompson, that's awesome. And the show went awesome. I remember it being just because I've been to see shows in that theater before, but I never played it before, so to me it was a pretty special time being from Orlando and getting to finally play this theater opening for Richard Thompson. And I played the set and I got off stage and his tour manager laid into me because I played like 4 minutes over or something like that. And they've been together for however long, the tour manager and him, and he like really ripped me a new one for like 3 minutes backstage. And then when he was done, he was like, okay, great show. Just don't do that again, and we're all good. And I was like, whoa. I had gone from, it was just such a like crazy thing of like playing this amazing show, and I did like the last song unplugged, and people were like losing their shit. It was awesome, and I felt like, oh, this is what I want to do with my life. To immediately getting like ripped into by this like this guy that I'm trying to make the world's best impression on.
Yeah.
And then from him to go like, all right, regardless, good show, just don't do it again. And I don't know why that stuck out to me in this moment, but it was kind of one of those like, when people say the music industry is this extreme up and down thing, that was like an extreme 10 minutes of just, holy shit, what happened?
Man, tour managers are a different breed. I'm not going to say the artist, but Jesus Christ, dude. I'll tell you offline, there's some pretty full-on times that are just unjustified, unhelpful. Like, dude, I get that you're supposed to be the bulldog in this fight so that the artist doesn't have to, but for fuck's sake, you don't have to be a dick for no reason. Like, if there's a reason for it, yes, do that. But if there's no reason, it's like, I've got very little patience for that shit.
I don't know, man. I can't wait to be, hiring like the most badass tour manager ever. It's just like super gruff and like trying to get stuff done, because I feel like a lot of times I'm not that way. I'm like timid, like, hey, thank you so much, oh my god, you paid me $14, I really appreciate it, like you're the best.
Thanks
you know?
for the 2 slices of pizza and the warm beer.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was a really cool story, and I don't know, like it's I got to open for Seawolf one time.
Cool.
And that band is it was pretty cool. Also, I was in Orlando opening for that show, and it was like one of the few times where I got to meet, like, one of the first 2 or 3 songs I ever learned on guitar was a song called "The Garden That You Planted" by Seawolf, and he played solo, so I got to really like hang out with him backstage and like really be like, hey man, like I'm just a big fan of your music, and instead of it being received weirdly, it was like very warm, and you know, he gave me his email address and sent me like a nice email like thanking me for opening the thing, and
yeah, your
and
colleagues, you're not
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
a fan rock star
exactly.
relationship anymore.
And I was like one of the few times where I was like, man, I like this song and this artist is specific to me, like going on this journey of like learning to play music and writing songs myself, and to get to, you know, be on the same bill as someone like that and have them receive you well is really cool. And it's just one of those moments that makes you go like, dang, this is really what I should be doing. Here at Americana Fest, this whole week has kind of been like that. I've gotten to meet some just other fantastic songwriters that to me are like you know, legends in their own right as songwriters. Like Anna Tivell and Courtney Hartman that you guys had.
Yeah, she was here yesterday or 2 days ago, maybe. On
yeah,
Wednesday.
And I know I've met Anna before, but Courtney Hartman is like one of my favorite guitar players ever, and it just was cool to be in a room and have her go up to me and be like, "Hey, are you Matthew Fowler?" And I was like, "Oh my god, like, I am Matthew Fowler." Yep. Like, it just feels cool, you know. And I've worked really hard. I know we've all worked hard. I don't know how to say it without being like weird or whatever, but
no, it's not weird, man. We feel really good also. I mean, everybody, this whole community has welcomed us. Allison has been wonderful. Maria has been wonderful. Matt up there, Matt right there, who your foot is in the frame, so we can see Matt's foot. He's just been like bringing pizza that we didn't ask for, but we needed, like anticipating needs and showing up and helping us break all this shit down. And we need it. And he's there and doing it. And it seems like there's a lot of that kind of energy floating around.
Yeah,
here.
there is. And it feels good to be, I guess maybe I needed, you know, the whole pandemic times, and, you know, they were pretty tough. And so getting back into this and getting back into touring, and like I'm tired, like I forgot what it does, you know. But I feel fulfilled in a way that I haven't in a long time, and it feels good that like everyone else seems to be in a good mood about it all. You know, it's not combating people. It's just like trying to like figure out how to, you know, stay awake and be on it, you know. And that's the difficulty. And it feels good that like everything else seems to be going well. And I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
We're
on the same page, and there is still more music of yours to be shared. We've got one more coming up off of The Grief We Gave Our Mother. What do you feel like doing last today?
We're going to do a song called Going Nowhere last. And this song is a song about a girl who didn't want to go anywhere with me. So, anyway, yeah. I think maybe move this a little bit. I might knock into it. I don't want to, because I get kind of wild with this one. All right, yeah, this song's called Going Nowhere. Sorry, hold on, let me retune this guy. Yeah, it's definitely the move. Sorry about that. I just want to thank Tana and Addie again for joining me.
Anytime.
They're my favorite people on earth to play music with, and they tolerate me wonderfully.
We're also sisters. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, did mention that.
All right, Going Nowhere. Here we go.
That's the lie I told to you, and your eyes told me you knew that we were going nowhere. So here's the hoping that we find each other's best, and we stay strong through the rest instead of choking. Here's the hoping. I held you even though you don't believe in me sometimes. You kissed me even though I don't believe in Jesus Christ, but I feel God inside the songs I hear sometimes. On the table, I had nothing there to hide, but you left me broken, blind, and you put it all on the table. We're growing older, and I have come to understand that it never goes as planned, and I try again, 'cause we're growing older. And I held you even though you don't believe in me sometimes. Kissed me even though I don't believe in Jesus Christ, but I feel God inside the songs I hear sometimes. I'm going nowhere. That's the lie I told to you, and I hope one day it's true. But for now we are going nowhere.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you so much.
All right.
We did it.
We did it. Man, this is wonderful. Matthew, thank you. Addie, thank you. Tana, thank you. You guys sound great together, and I can't wait until we do this again. I'm positive you're going to do it for a long time. We're going to keep doing this for a long time. So we'll see you somewhere weird. We'll see you.
Can't wait.
I don't know. Muscle Shoals, I hope.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I just made that up. It's not an actual
Let's do
thing,
it.
but you know,
Let's
the
do
more
it.
we say it, the more it maybe becomes reality, and we give some weight to it.